Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. Welcome back, everybody. Excuse me. Bitcoin climbing. We are, we seem to have firmly departed the May and June lows, and Bitcoin continuing its climb. Next stop, showdown with the $50,000 price level seems inevitable. Of course, the crypto markets are topping the $2 trillion market cap again. Yes, the bull market seems to be back in full swing, and of course, the Breaking Bitcoin crew is here to comment and analyze all the latest price action. We've got another exciting hour plus show in store for you guys. Of course, it's Crypto Jack coming to you live this Wednesday afternoon, and as always, joined with two finalist minds in the analysis game. We've got Alex and Jason with us this afternoon. Alex, how you doing, my man?
Well, thank you. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Hear you're slaying things on the NFT marketplace. Good work on that. Jason, what's there to say? What's going on, bro?
Not too much. Like I said,
how the trades looking? How's everything?
Trades are great, man. I mean, there's nothing to complain about at all. Every single position we have on is in a no-loss situation.
Yeah, look at the market right now.
Right.
So
Yep.
unless you're sitting in cash, then it's probably a good day for you.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, right. So I hope the audience is feeling pretty good today. It's like a very nice day in crypto today.
Yeah, we definitely nailed this trend to the upside, so can't complain. It always feels good when you're on the right side, right?
Yeah, and also feels good to be a trend following trader and in a very trending market
Yeah.
right now. It feels super
Live your
good.
life fucking a couple hours a day at close, and then you go live your life, man. It's just the dream.
It certainly is. Have we really cracked the code here at CC on how to be a profitable day trader without spending your days burning out in front of the trading terminal? I certainly think we've cracked that code. It's probably why we're called Cracking Cryptocurrency. You guys do want to learn to trade just like our analysts. You can find, of course, a lot of info over at premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Yes, fine quality education material awaits you there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, guys.
We'd get it back on track. We had a few months there sideways, but I said sooner or later we'd get back on track, and here we are.
Yep. The trick is knowing when to sell in May clearly and go away. Sometimes no trade is a trade, and even taking a little bit of time off to enjoy your profits, and then getting back on the court. Getting back on the field at the right time when the coach calls you in is clearly one of the finer parts of trading, and knowing when to be in the market, when to be out, when to be on vacation with your feet up, and when to be in front of the terminal, seizing every opportunity this crypto market can provide. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. You know what it is. It's Wednesday. That means community mentorship session. That's today. I do think we're going to wrap the show just a little early today to leave a little bit of room to prep for the mentorship session coming up around 3 o'clock. So today's show is likely only going to run. I'm going to aim for an hour and 15 minutes, guys. That means I'm going to breeze through this next segment. So let's go ahead and do it. All right. Only got a few news items to cover today. I am going to try and fly through this. All right, this first piece, of course, you can see the headline right in front of you. Crypto market tops 2 trillion again. Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the way. All right, I'm not going to read too much into this because you get the idea. We are surging. Bitcoin and Ethereum swelling in market cap and bringing the whole space up with it. We're at $2 trillion, baby. 2 trillions. All right, let's go ahead and look at some more relevant pieces here. I should probably start back here. All right, we have this piece here. BitMEX confirms his reach settlements with the CFTC and FinCEN. This is pretty big. BitMEX finally putting this sordid chapter behind them. Let's take a look. This is directly from the BitMEX blog. Here's an announcement posted today. BitMEX has today confirmed it's reached a resolution with both the U.S. CFTC and the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network FinCEN in relation to investigations by both agencies. BitMEX agreed to pay as much as a U.S. $100 million to resolve the charges. Let's see here. CEO of BitMEX said, "Today marks an important day in our company's history, and we're very glad to put this behind us. As crypto matures and enters a new era, we too have evolved into the largest crypto derivatives platform with a fully verified user base, comprehensive user verification, robust compliance, anti-money laundering capabilities are not only hallmarks of our business, yes, they're famous for these, they're also drivers of our long-term success." Well said. This is the kind of statements CFOs put out, or CEOs in this case. He added, "We take our responsibilities extremely seriously, continue to actively engage with regulators around the world to ensure we play a positive role in helping shape the future of our extraordinary asset class." So BitMEX is back in the game. Looks like the worst has been. I thought they'd be permanently put out to pasture by the regulators once they got their flaws in them.
Regulators don't have any teeth. That's why the market is the way it is, and that's why so much advantage is taken. That's why retail gets taken advantage of as much as it does, because there's not actually any regulations.
I thought this would have been. I would have thought the BitMEX thing, not to cut you off, BitMEX, I thought this whole thing would have been more scandalous. I thought the CFTC would have uncovered all sorts of nefarious connections with, I don't know, organized crime or flight of wealth from certain jurisdictions. I thought there'd be basically laundering and shady stories of connections to, either regimes, or drug cartels, you name it. I thought they would have thrown the book at BitMEX. Apparently not. All it takes to make the problems go away is cut the government a check.
You utter fool, you sweet summer child. No.
Guess not.
The government is not gonna.
Well then, I hope there's no further charges pending. I do know that they picked up a few of the executives. Hopefully everything gets sorted out for them over there, and BitMEX can continue. Well, I don't know if it's going to thrive anymore. I feel like it's lost a lot of its user base. The KYC is now in effect at BitMEX, but maybe they indeed will recover from this. And it goes just to demonstrate another company in hot water that ends up paying their dues. In this case, $100 million. Problem resolved. Life goes on. Kind of like the Block.1 settlement. Kind of like probably what we're going to see with XRP and a few others. Balance will be restored to the force in time. BitMEX apparently claiming to do that today. So there we have it. Let's see here. Jack Dorsey's comments on this whole broker meeting. Yes, the ongoing cryptocurrency tax bill dispute. This has got Jack Dorsey over at Twitter chiming in on this. People are reacting differently to the U.S. cryptocurrency tax bill that's shaken the community in recent days. It's a high apprehension the bill will win the debate and become law in the U.S. Certainly, that's what we're looking at. The House of Representatives, I think, goes to mull it over next. But Dorsey, CEO of Twitter, has been known as a crypto and Bitcoin advocate. Been active about sharing his opinion. I'm curious, does he have anything of substance to add to this whole thing? Of course, Dorsey took to Twitter to voice his opinion about tax reporting by firms. He believes that forcing firms to do the reports is unreasonable since they may not have the tools to collect the information. In such situations, these firms may move their business out of the U.S. Another vital thing that Dorsey mentioned in his tweets was that what the term broker even means. The Twitter CEO believes that many people get the term wrong and try to define the term in simpler ways. Dorsey believes that brokers should be seen as a place where, quote, investors exchange digital assets. However, the Twitter CEO mentioned that this simple definition might not be acceptable to U.S. senators, though he believes the definition will help to achieve about 90% of the goal. As for the other 10%, Dorsey opines that the Senate should make law via committee hearings that will involve witnesses from both ends. He, however, commented that, he commended the efforts of some senators, such as Cynthia Lunis and others. These senators have been fighting to protect Bitcoin miners, software developers, and hardware manufacturers in space. Indeed, but all of that effort was in vain in the end. None of the amendments really got adopted, so it's going to the House of Representatives unamended, and it's got some very troublesome language. But indeed, this whole broker thing, I don't know how.
Well, at the very least, it can be amended in the House too. It's not over yet.
Yes, indeed, it's not over yet. It still needs to pass. I mean, I don't think it's going to be nearly as ground shaking once it comes to pass, but I guess we'll see. And indeed, I didn't think that defining broker would be so hard. Do we really have to paint with such a broad brush, my dear senators? Not sure what else to add, but there you go. There's Jack Dorsey weighing on it. Yes, this whole broker meeting has been greatly overblown, but let's go ahead and look at one more item or two here. Tether reserves are, quote, fully backed. Company citing yet another audit. All right, well, I'm not sure what this audit is worth, but for what it is, let's have a look. Tether has yet again issued another public opinion, this time by Moore Cayman, the provider of audit services that reassures that USDTs are fully backed by reserves. However, the company has failed to disclose the precise nature of the reserves it's referring to, which has raised a few eyebrows in the community. Yeah, how much of that stablecoin fiat's actually backed by fiat? Right, report says that Cayman Islands-based audit provider has obtained, quote, sufficient and appropriate evidence to base their assurance opinion. It conducted an attestation in accordance with ISA E3000 standards, among other things, to reach their conclusions. Blah, blah, blah. Let's have a look here. Here's the paper finds. As of June 30th, consolidated total assets amount to $62 billion. Consolidated total liabilities amount to about $62 billion, $600 million. So they basically got the majority of it covered. You know, they've got about 62.6 billion in Tether, I guess, floating out there. They got about 62.7 billion in cashola to back it up. Well, cash, quote unquote cash. Probably a lot of questionable assets might be getting factored into this. Probably not raw cash, as we've learned before, but guys, the Tether FUD Just like the BitMEX FUD, we know which way this might go. I absolutely, at this point, have no faith that the regulators can actually intervene in anything unless it's like seriously to some insider's benefits. Let's see here. CTO Tether said the stablecoin provider committed to providing transparency and accountability for customers and will continue to present regular updates. It's unknown if more Cayman will be concluding those or conducting further assurance opinions. All right, guys. Well, I know a lot of people are skeptical. A lot of people's eyes roll when it comes to the wholesomeness, the liquidity of the Tether treasury. But hey, guys, doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. I mean, if they couldn't clamp down on BitMEX, Tether ever see the pinch? Hey, as long as most market participants have faith in Tether, does it matter? All right, there is a little update on the Tether reserves. They're fully backed. And let's see here. Poly Network got wrecked. Here's a little blog article from wrecked.news. Alex at LinkedIn Premium. Let's see here. This is it. Wrecked readers. It reads, it's the big one. $611 million stolen. It's more than the Mt. Gox hack. More than the GDP of several small countries combined. It's more than the entire wreck.news leaderboard. Let's see here. Here's the attacker. So it breaks down the whole thing here. It's quite the lengthy read. I will certainly add the link below. But rec.news breaks down the big DeFi hack. In fact, the biggest DeFi hack in history.
It's actually just the biggest hack in cryptocurrency history. It's bigger than Mt. Gox.
Yep, bigger than Mt. Gox. Could very well make it one of the biggest hacks in just internet history, period. Yeah, so I guess into the technicals here of how it got pulled off. If anybody wants a deeper dive on this particular DeFi storyline and the disaster, the fallout, everything that came of it, this rec.news piece has it. Once again, guys, I will leave the link in the YouTube description below. Give this a look. It looks like a lengthy read. If you do want to give that a look. One last little update. Mentioned after the London hard fork, EIP 1559. Yes, Ethereum network now burning ETH. Apparently, almost $100 million of Ethereum has been burned since the update went live. Was that less than a week ago? More than 27,500 ETH, worth some $83 million, has been burned in the last week as Ethereum closes in on the $100 million worth of ETH burned mark. Network currently running at 218 Ethereum burned per hour, worth some 700,000, with it burning some 4,500 ETH a day, worth about 50. So it's burning about $15 million worth of ETH a day. Yes, this is quite the game changer for Ethereum on its way to 2.0. Adopting some of that, I don't know if deflationary is quite the right term for it, but some of that those deflationary-ish talking points that certainly are such a huge boon for the Bitcoin sales pitch. It's now coming to Ethereum. Ethereum, guys, I think this is it. This is the start. This is when the history books will read. This is when Ethereum began its journey toward flipping Bitcoin, at least according to the Ethereum acolytes, guys. Yes, the NFT boom is, of course, contributing to this. OpenSea NFT buying and selling is burning about 3,400 ETH alone, worth about so $11 million of this 100 million burned is responsible just due to NFTs getting minted with OpenSea on Ethereum. So everybody putting in their contribution to the big burn. All right, guys, this burn is over with. Let's go ahead and get into the next segment. I've covered a sufficient amount of news for today. Let's go and get into the bubbles. What an alt day. The alt day is absolutely popping. In fact, you couldn't even tell by the uniform shape and size of all of these bubbles before you that the market is, in fact, this far up. Top gainer of the day. It's up 33%. It's hot. It's hollow chain. Shout outs to Jason. I don't know if you still have a bit of a bag of hollow.
I dumped all mine up at the top, man.
Feel all right.
Good about it.
Then you were near the top
forever.
again.
It'll live forever in my heart.
I don't know if it's anywhere near the top again, but it's up. It's up big, 33%. Alongside hot, we got another couple of big gainers today. Although I guess the other one fell back. I forget which one it was. Either way, let's take a look. Yeah, Raven. Raven was way up earlier today. Raven, possibly at all-time highs. I gotta go look at the Raven long-term chart. But yeah, Raven's up nearly 18%. Got Matic
A
up.
couple of days.
Yeah, Raven's been running, I think, since this Ethereum EIP London hard fork. I think Raven is the go-to, the next go-to after miners get discouraged at their profits. On the main chain of Ethereum, they moved over to Raven. That's my understanding for why this increased interest in the Raven pump. Beyond that, though, we got BitTorrent token up nearly 20%. We've got Matic up nearly 22%. XRP is up nearly 20% today. What? Almost at $1. We almost got $1 XRP. The XRP boys, they got another. Well, this day at least is a feather in their cap. You have Tron up 15%, Kusama up 18%, Sushi up nearly 20%, Cardano up a little over 20%. And yeah, the whole space is up. Well, not the whole space, but quite a few of these alts are up double digits today. Root, even Digibyte rounding up the top, 13% gains in that. Synthetics, man, the list just goes on. It is a very, very steamy day in the alt space. All right, there's a brief look at bubbles. Hopefully everyone's alt bags are looking swell today. And hopefully you're not crying yourself to sleep at night knowing you dumped your alt bags overboard at the bottom. It's the main June carnage.
You shorted 29K.
Shorted 29K. You threw all your alts in the garbage. Come the May meltdown, and now everything is.
You know what's happened to some of them out there.
Oh, no doubt about it, guys. I mean, I was there too at some point. You get frustrated, your alts are bleeding, they're bleeding, and you're like, why did I not diversify, or maybe diversify less? Yes. I feel you guys. Hopefully you're not on that side of the market. Alts are looking juicy. All right, that's enough of that. We've looked at the bubbles. Let's go ahead and look at the live chat. Let's see who's kicking it with us today. We only have like an hour and 15 minutes for today's show, so I guess I do have to get a move on. Let's see who's here first. I had to reset the chat app at some point, so I might have missed the first few comments. I saw Ron Legato. He looks like he's still in here. Shoutouts, Ron Legato. You are, as far as I can tell, first in the chat this afternoon. Profit Bear on YouTube. Good day, y'all. Shoutouts to Profit Bear. He's with us as well. Crypto Bull. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you too, Crypto Bull. It's Wednesday. I love it. The week just fly by. Taz Blitz. Good day, all. Shoutouts to you. David Rice. Hey, all. Shoutouts to David. Let's see here, Crypto Bulls. So he says, so our gas prices just going to keep going up from here. Finally hit 100 Gwei a few minutes ago. Yeah, network activity, my man. It's way up. You know, you lower the prices, more people come in. Well, you lower the gas prices, and then when the Ethereum and the market pumps, yes, that also attracts more people, more speculation, more activity. I guess you should have executed some of those contracts in the midst of the bullish, or actually the bearish correction, huh, Crypto Bull? Franklin MC, good morning. Profits are being taken. Okay, good job, Franklin MC. It's always vital to hit those take profits and, you know, grab some of those, snag some of those juicy gains. Alex81SG, hi guys. I missed this for a couple of days. Glad to be back. Well, we are glad to have you back, Mr. Alex81SG. Crypto Bull says my mic is a little low. Let me know. I think I fixed it. This is an earlier comment. Let me know if all audio levels are okay. Oh yeah, scratch that. He says it was my YouTube. Never mind. Philly Carr. Evening, fellas. Can I request the oil chart? You sure can, Philly. Alex, I'm certain, will stop by and check the oil chart out during his main analysis. Franklin MC, awesome day. Polly B, hey folks. Shoutouts to Polly. Jose Alves on D Live. Hey guys. Hey to you. Crypto Bull. I got some BitTorrent token last week to stake on here. Might have to flip that already. Yes, if you're up like 20, 30, 50% on your BTT, Mr. Crypto Bull, I don't blame you for taking a bit of profit. Texas Blues, hi guys, be very grateful for a quick look at, yep, I will add link to the request line. Hang on, Texas, we'll get to that. Yes, we do indeed need to open up the BitTorrent token wallet on DLive. I have to poke Ben one more time to do that. Actually, hold on. Do I have the login? I'm logged in. I might be able to do that myself. Yes, you can add not just lemon donations. Now you can do, I think, Tron and BitTorrent token wallet integration into the DLive. So you guys can donate not just lemons. We can now sprinkle BitTorrent token around. Do that. Alex1233, good evening all. Shoutouts to Alex1233. Crypto Bull, hot is on fire. It certainly is. So glad I kept Matic going. Long crushing take profits today. Yes. Nothing like leaving a bit of your trade on and seeing it continue running. Crypto Bull, these are great bull times.
I mean,
Green.
my uni trades up 60% from where
Wow.
we entered.
Well,
BTC's up. Let's see here. Current trading. Computer going slow. With the last 20% of BTC, NEM and Uni, those are up 39, 44. BTC's up 44% from its entry, and Uni's up 60% from its entry. So letting that last 20% can do you some good when you catch it right.
indeed, indeed. Ron Legato writes, I doubt BitMEX has fixed the issue of orders not going through during high volume volatility events. I'm pretty sure that was pretty much... Yes, the overload errors at BitMEX are infamous. I sincerely doubt that the CFTC investigation, the FinCEN investigation into BitMEX had little or almost nothing to do probably with actual overload errors, actual on-the-ground issues that normal users experience. But then again, you know, they probably got paid $100 million to look the other way. Crypto Bull, BitTorrent token would bring more people to DLive, I bet. It could. It's there. Not many people are applying it. I guess I'll have to check it out. Alex1233, DLive where the party at? Indeed. RUNE USD request. I see that. Hang tight. It's a DLive party. It says electric. It certainly is. Mika Smith. Micah Smith. If I snag a request, yes, I see your request, Micah. I will get to that in a bit. I think I finally figured out the name. Happy hump day, says Boris Bitcoin. So many good trade setups today. Boris Bitcoin, you do have an eye for trade setups, and so I figure if you say that today has got good trade setups, I certainly believe you. Oh, that user, ask about my wiener. Yes, back. He's on DLive. He's checking in. I guess we've got somebody sticking around. Nice to have you back.
How's your dog doing?
Yes, how is your wiener dog doing? Whatever we missed one of your requests today, Mr. Wiener. Do drop your request below. Nitin Soki on YouTube. Hi guys, shoutouts to Nitin. Ron Legato, Daniel beat me. He's first. He sure is. And somebody new on YouTube says Odd Poloni shilling a new token called Tick Token. Check out Tick Token. It looks promising. Odd Poloni. I've got a meme for Odd Poloni. I'll put on the screen in a little bit. But in the meantime, yes, Tick Token. Something playing off the TikTok thing. Yeah, wild. Tick Token. I know somebody's token. Mika. Yeah, it's pronounced Mika. Got it. Mika. No, Mika. M-E-K-A. Now he did the phonetic. They typed it in phonetically. Mika.
Well, if you're reading the Japanese, it's definitely Mika.
You mean the Japanese? You don't know a damn thing about the Japanese.
Next to his name, that's Mika. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that.
Dude, are you trying to tell me you can read these two Japanese characters? Are you kidding me?
I am 306 days into Japanese on Duolingo. Don't fuck with me.
All right. Fair enough, guys. We got to get into it. Ka, as in car, but without the... Yeah, so I got it. Mika.
Mika. Yeah.
Mika Smith. Got it. I think I finally figured it out. I will try to commit this to memory, and hopefully that part of my brain is still functioning. Bashing my head into the computer terminal. But let's go ahead and get into the next segment, guys. It's the main analysis comes your way right now. Let's do it. Think Japanese pronunciation. I certainly will. I will summon my my inner anime buff to try to nail this one. Nani? 300 days into Japanese. Okay, AB Gunner apparently loves that. Jason nailed it. Yes, he certainly did, but we got to get into the next segment, guys. Here we go. Jason or Alex has currently got the BTC/USD 1-day chart. Looks like we're fully synced up. Alex, if you don't mind breezing through your main analysis today, I'm going to try and get into the request line in, say, 20 minutes. So we're going to keep things brief and to the point. You've got control. I'll be in the live chat collecting requests. Be right back.
Okay. Okay. Very brief. All right, guys. So, banger day across crypto markets today. But Bitcoin is kind of falling behind here. So we're only up a couple of percent here on Bitcoin. And that's mostly because we had a down day yesterday. We're basically at the same price we were on Monday. So that's a little interesting here. On lower time frames, let's redraw this. No, not that. This line right here. You get out of my way. Get out of my way. We've arguably broken the uptrend here. I'll grant you, on lower time frames, this still looks kind of bullish, but it's interesting. We'll keep our eyes on this on Bitcoin, but for right now, I don't see any reason to be anything other than bullish.
Mm-hmm.
On multiple time frames, we have a broken down trend here. You'd actually probably draw that from here to here. Broken. Higher time frame shaping up nicely right now. I expect us to continue to pull up towards 50,000 at this spot. Let's take a look at the CME chart. We haven't looked at the CME chart much here. Currently hanging out in our previously demarcated resistance support area. This volume up here is kind of interesting, right? We could trade sideways just a little here. Where's our trend? Where's our It's very interesting.
Just feels good to be vindicated on when we were bounced on the bottom for so long that we finally got that press to the upside that we thought we were going to get.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we were calling for that over here, so it certainly took a while for it to happen.
Yeah, that's it's just like looking at it now, like back then it's just like, man, is it ever going to come? Like
Yeah, May and June, July were so rough. Just such a rough time. Oh, man.
there's stuff,
Woo! Blue skies forever, I'm
right?
sure.
It's the age of Aquarius now.
Yeah. Just starting to reach up to the area of resistance that we've been targeting on Ethereum. Very strong trend, nice high angle of attack here. Very few pullbacks. I'm interested to see what happens here, because if we hit this area and reject, then we could see a retest maybe of 2,500, maybe even of 2,000. Although I expect with this much bullish reaction, I really do feel as if we've held this parabolic trend, you know?
For sure. That's just a crazy trade on ETH, man.
Yeah. I think I want to see how this weekly candle plays out. So if we wake up into this area, that's no good. But if we start to peak through this area on the weekly, then we could just like burst straight upwards, which would be incredible. But you know, I don't know which thing is going to happen. We just kind of have these areas of interest, and we know that price is attracted to them. All right, so what's Ethereum Bitcoin doing? It's still showing strength here. starting late last week, earlier this week, Bitcoin dominance started to kind of flip over on us, if you guys will recall.
Yep.
Here on the weekly, we kept wandering upwards, and actually a couple weeks back, we were really starting to look as if Bitcoin was going to be the trade going forward. And you'll recall I even said so at the time. That's what the charts were saying. And then starting last week, they began to change. And then this week we have a full breakdown below this weekly trend. So I expect this to continue. This miniature alt season that we're having. This would probably mean more consolidation on Bitcoin, which would be good. If Bitcoin trades sideways, that's what alts really need to take off, right? That's how it always happens. Bitcoin trades sideways, alts take off like a rocket, and then as alts start to peter out, Bitcoin starts moving, yada yada yada. The cycle continues. So this looks pretty firm right here. I'll admit we're not even halfway over with the week. We got 4.5 days left to close this weekly candle, but it would have to be quite the reversal here to undo this. Yeah. So what are alts doing?
Look at bubbles.
Yep. Uniswap perp setting up very nicely, currently finding support on top of our local point of control, and I'll admit, this kind of looks like this is resetting to give us a continuation signal here.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to give it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, well, maybe. It could be.
It does.
Dragon perp. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This is breaking above this resistance area that we've been eyeing. You will recall I said I just didn't want to take it while we were below this area of support, resistance here. Now we're breaking. I do want to take this up to the 5,800 area on Dragon Perp. Dragon Perp also, very interestingly, the one that very definitely tested its parabolic trend. Dragon Perp, if you will recall, holds Tron. Let's look at Tron, because Tron is very interesting today. This is TRX Bitcoin. Someone asked me just last week to look at TRX. What were we looking at? We were looking at this right here. Today we get the follow through. Let's look at Tron here on higher time frames. Very interesting looking, right? This is a good area to be a buyer. This is a nice low risk area. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? If it turns out we're wrong, we start to close down here. Whoops. Yeah, we're not holding on, screaming this entire time because we just don't have a good exit spot. This is a great place historically. Support. It's been that way for the last 2 years for Tron Bitcoin. So I think this could have legs. I like Tron here. I like this chart for at least a completion of the measured move. So this would probably
the top of that range.
Yeah.
Right where that white or that dotted line is, basically.
Yeah. Control-C, Control-V that shit. Pop that in here. Yeah. Perfect, actually. I didn't even plan that, guys. It's just how the markets work. So we're going to look for a measured move back towards resistance, but at that point, I would almost be looking for a breakout if we got that. So maybe we consolidate a little bit, we come down, and then rocket on TRX. So Dragon Perp, showing off TRX, that's looking strong. What else is going on with alts here? DeFi Perp, showing strength here. This is a continuation signal crossing up here. I would be looking for, this is the area that I've got marked out previously in the past. Let us trust Alex of the past. He always knows best. Alex of the present. Deleting the wrong thing. There we go. Very nice return to the local point of control. This is something that you just always see in the markets. We pull away, we come back. local market point of control. These are areas of agreement between buyers and sellers. We're like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good place to buy. Yeah, all right, this is a good place to sell. Sure, yeah, I'll take that price. Privacy perp actually starting to reach one of our areas of resistance here.
It's got to be because of ADA, man.
Is ADA under privacy perp?
I
No, it's
don't
not.
think so.
Sorry, is it? No.
Why would it be?
Thinly doubt it.
I'm
Well,
confused.
exchange perp. This looks like it's just drilling through resistance right now. This is one of my resistance areas. If we close on the other side of like 10.5 here, then I would be looking for 12.3 next. So this is our next area of resistance. You see it right up here on VPVR. It's kind of low volume node right up here. So we'll see what happens. This kind of feels like this is broken. This is a strong continuation signal. I think we'll just pop right up to this area. After that, we'll see what happens. I would be surprised if we didn't get some kind of pullback.
Yeah, that's parabolic going more parabolic.
Yeah, this is kind of the third drive we're looking for here. I've been talking about, see, push up number 1, push up number 2, and then push up number 3. And this is where we may see price top out a little bit. We'll want to take profits and maybe look for one more test of the point of control from above.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes sense.
I like that narrative.
Yeah. Mid perp. Oh my god. How does he do it? How does he fucking do it?
He just gets out there and he doodles, and he makes the future.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I cannot help but do a victory lap for these charts here.
Yeah, and if you've been around more than a couple days watching us, I mean, we've been talking about these things for quite a while, so it is nice to see them play out the way that we've been
All
thinking.
back in July. Back in July. Love it.
Break
Okay, so we're just starting to reach our take profit areas on alt perp. This is one I would expect to have some difficulty breaching here. I have this area marked out as a potential area where price might want to be pulled up to. Just kind of like one higher high before we break down in this spot, but I am thinking that soon it's going to be time to look to take profits in these areas.
Nope, don't get greedy.
Yep, market's running hot right now.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Okay, what else is interesting here? Here's something interesting. EOS to Ethereum. Looking like we might finally be getting a reversal here.
I think EOS is going to be a signal for me at the end of the day today.
Yeah. Just starting to break this downtrend. We'll see. We got a lot of catching up to do, but EOS is kind of like XRP when it goes. It just like really pops off all at once. So I've been trying not to squeal too hard in pain during this time, but it has been rough. I'm still thinking this area is a spring right here. We're going to get pulled back up towards the local point of control in this area.
I agree. Go ahead and draw something on that chart so you can brag about it later.
Oh, you know me too well.
Would you say this is a good spot to begin entering from here?
On
a higher time frame, yeah.
Maybe on a higher.
Yeah, let's look at Ethereum. Look at EOS Bitcoin.
Ooh.
So on EOS Bitcoin, I had been. Let's go to this area. See, we had this big low volume node right here, and there was some liquidity down here. Boom, boom. We take off on news of the bullish global exchange. May hits, we pull back with everything else against Bitcoin. And then starting in July, we break out against the downtrend and kind of bottom out here in this area of liquidity. Watch, if we go back in You can see there's this very interesting area of liquidity all the way down here. Boom, boom. Buyers are enter here. What do? We come all the way back down here and we flush those people out. It's kind of incredible to watch. Boom, boom. So I think that EOS can outperform Bitcoin here. It's looking like EOS can outperform Ethereum here. And if that's the case, then it could be a good time to enter EOS because that's ultimately what we're looking for here. We're looking for a trade that can outperform both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because if it can't do that, then why not just be in Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? But those are very safe prospects here. It's just that we have that trade thesis that I've talked about of bullish global being a very positive uh, bullish catalyst for EOS, which has been kind of overlooked during the majority of the bull market. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's look at traditional markets real quick, and then we'll switch to
Beautiful.
Quest. Only way today can be that good is if the dollar's down.
Yay! It's finally correlating.
This
Not
is
bad.
good. This is kind of our last area of resistance. We needed this. This might actually turn out to have been correct. It was just a little bit more bullish than we thought. It was a little scary. Whew.
Yep. I was waiting for one of them to give, right?
Yeah, but we appear to have held the other side of the broken uptrend. We couldn't kind of reclaim it here. We've run out of momentum. Big candle, medium candle, small candle, reversal candle. This is a really great spot to think we might get a reversal on the dollar. If so, get ready for a banger fall, guys. Could there be other signs of a banger fall? Well, if the dollar is down, we should expect everything to be up against it if it's like a real dollar down day, right?
I mean, this fall on Fox, banger fall.
Yen is up, Euro's up, Looney's up. This is actually a really good look here for a Looney long here. Looney is the Canadian dollar.
Looney.
There we go. It's a butte. And that looks kind of like a
Inverse head and shoulders.
ascending broadening wedge, I was thinking.
You see a little one in there.
Maybe I'm overthinking it.
That might just be a descending channel.
It's a little more than it definitely broad.
Kind of wedgy. Yeah.
Oh well. I don't need to put too fine a point on it. Look, guys, I think the number's gonna go up, okay? Who cares, what line I draw here. Number go up. The pound looking strong here. Continuation signal. And the Australian dollar also continuation signal. Oh, it's an interesting spot. We'll see. Moving on, dollar down, markets must be up, right? Traditionals. Hello. Dow, it's going to go for it.
Going for
There's no question now. So long, so long. Oh man, it's just beautiful here. This is so good for us, guys. So we're looking for just a straight upwards movement here on Dow. This is probably going to be face melting here. So we've got an inverse head and shoulders at a high here. We're expecting, if that is what it looks like here, then we'll be looking for a completion of the measured move at around 367 here on the DIA Dow. I mean, it doesn't matter if you think this is an inverse head and shoulders or not, but whatever this structure here is in the market, this is the sort of thing where when you get the break of resistance, you take a measured move, and that normally gives you like a relatively good target area.
Yeah, it's definitely become support, whatever it is.
Yeah, so here we have turned resistance into support over the last, well, basically over the over end of July, early August here, and today we gap up. It's incredible. So this is good. It's gone. It's done. There's no more questions about whether or not the Dow is bullish. Let's go ahead to the Nasdaq. What happened?
What?
Man. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess if the Dow is recovering, maybe big tech is in for it here. So this is a rejection. There's just no question in my mind now. This is a short on the Nasdaq. Yeah, my system, like we've got a broken ascending wedge. Time transformation is just done with it. Wada's ready. Wada says it's enough momentum for us. We're underneath the baseline. We're underneath this resistance. We put in a bearish divergence. There's literally there's literally nothing bullish about the Nasdaq in this spot. So, okay. A measured move, at least, I think is going to take us down into this area of liquidity right here. Let's see.
352 range.
Yeah, this basically takes us right down into here again. Let's have that be our short-term target on the Nasdaq, and let's not be too bearish here. We've got several other areas of interest here. What if? Yeah. We'll see what happens, but that's not a good look. Nor is the exit signal we will have if we close this week down on the Nasdaq. What's it that I always tell you guys? If the market is parabolic, if it's strong, bullish, whatever you want to call it, price needs to be increasing its rate of increasing. You know, it's got to be going up faster and faster. Momentum needs to be building and increasing. If it stops, it's just gonna slowly run out of steam and peter. It has to keep getting momentum. S&P gaps up, trades down today. This is still bullish. It's still just kind of marching upwards here. Don't have anything broken. I remain neutral on the S&P 500. You know, I guess relative. I would rather be long than short because of what the Dow is doing. But don't forget, many of the Nasdaq's biggest stocks are in the S&P, so it could get really dragged down here if Tesla and Microsoft and Apple go. Do we have a lot of chart requests?
We have a fair number of them. I got about 10, 12 requests.
Probably good for the last half hour. Let's go to chart requests. There's more to look at the markets, guys, but it's a big day, and for right now, I remain optimistic.
All right, and we're gonna get right into the requests. And just a brief note, Livians, we're gonna open that chest, say 10 minutes, about 10 after 2 o'clock my time. About 11 minutes from now, I will be opening that chest. So get your lemons in now and get ready because we're going into the request line right now. All right, putting the first request up on the screen, and now it comes from Texas Blues on YouTube. He writes, "Hey guys, very grateful for a quick look at link and take profit targets. Thank you." All right.
This is my favorite type of chart request where people actually tell me what they want from the chart requests. Like, you know, should I long here? Or I'm long, should I dump it? Or, you know, where's the entry points and stuff? Okay, so you're looking for potential take profit targets. Ooh la la.
Sure.
So much for this broken trend, right? Link is just like, fuck off.
I did get a continuation signal yesterday on Link, and I saw it after the fact.
Well, this is destroyed here. Boom. I think a good place to be looking to take profits is up near $30. $30, $33. Yeah, man, so much for this broken trend. We gotta fix this trend line. Stop. Give me it. Give me it.
Give it to me. This is to me.
No, maybe it's fine where it is, and it's just like a retest of the high. No, there's so much more range up here. I guess it doesn't matter. For right now, I would be, as I said, I would be looking to take profits up here around $33. I like this as a retest the top of the range, and then after that, I would probably expect some sort of pullback to retest the lows or local point of control, which we have just moved on top of. So yeah, up here, come down, boom, something like that, maybe. Something like this, you know, move up towards the highs, a little bit of consolidation, then we break down, we retest the lows, a little bit more, continue here. That's that possibility.
All right, leave that drawing on for later. We'll see how Link develops.
We'll see. You guys know the lines don't always work. It's not real technical analysis, but it's it's the sort of thing price does. What's next?
Certainly a way to visualize the potential price action in the coming weeks. There are your take profit targets. Texas Blues. There's a look at Link. Thank you for that request. Let's go ahead and get into Crypto Bull's request. He wants to look at Thorchain, RUNE, USDT, please, Crypto Bull.
We don't have a continuation long signal yet. We're not quite over resistance yet. You know, this will probably go with the rest of the market. It's not showing a lot of strength right now. What's the Bitcoin pairing doing? Well, we do have a break of the downtrend. Yeah, I think you still have room here on RUNE. There's no RUNE ETH. Okay, I think RUNE could move, but I think you should wait for a continuation signal of some kind. We're just right now RUNE seems to be lagging, and you want that extra surety. For right now, I think it makes more sense to be taking a different alt. RUNE is a little overextended from where it bottomed, right? And it did bottom on hacking news. I don't know. I guess I'm just not super impressed with it. What's next?
All right, not super impressed with Thorchain, but there is your look at RUNE for Crypto Bull. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. It's from Mika Smith on YouTube. If I can snag a request, they ask, I managed to get into a long on TrueFi. TrueFi. All right, let's look at the TrueFi chart. They are in the log, so I guess they're asking about maybe take profits, next course action. How would you run this?
Take some
Well,
profit.
I
and
hope you
hang
scored the
on.
long back here.
Yeah, like you won. If you're worried about it, take some profit and let the rest ride.
See, but where did you snag the long from?
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, let us know, Mika. Where did you snag your entry?
Snagged it at 65 cents.
Do we even have a continuation signal here yet? We
No,
don't
Carl.
quite. Or maybe we do.
Man, is that curling?
Well, it's a crossover.
Oh, there it goes. Yay!
There it goes. Hey.
Mika replied, no, I wish I got it from down there, so I'm guessing they have an entry maybe at the recent lows here.
At the very least, I think you can take it for a retest of the highs near 75, 80 cents. So you're definitely you definitely have some room here to pull some cash out of this.
This all-time highs.
I wonder how much support we really have in this spot.
Look at it at the weekly, perhaps. Daily is fine. Okay, cool. Yep. Curious at where the price is. Indeed, all-time highs on True. Bye.
Maybe the truth is if we close the week above 50 cents, then we can continue because we've made a new weekly high.
55 cents is entry.
55 cents is entry. I see. Well, that is not a lot of room to breathe, my friend.
No.
Yeah, the hourly looks kind of shitty. Yeah, like I said, I still think you can take profits up here. We'll see. What's next?
Alright, we're going to open that D-Live chest in about 2 minutes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and fly through the next request. Alright, this one might be blatant shilling, but Odd Poloni over on YouTube writes, check out Tick Token. It's looking promising. This is TTK is the ticker. And
Under token?
yeah, TikTok token. Tick Token. If this thing is mega obscure, we're going to go ahead and skip it, and it kind of looks like it is. Indeed. It is incredibly obscure. Still looks like blatant shilling, and we really don't have too much time to spare for such obscurities on the show.
I got it.
Alright, fair enough.
If you're in it, congrats, bud. But this is an area where I'd be looking to take profits, especially after sellers stepped in and then we started to close lower right here. See, they're kind of holding the trend. And it's like, oh, what happened there, right? So
What's its total market cap? Let's see if you can see that on the stats. Go. Oh, right up here. Total liquidity. Oh, this thing. I don't know if there's a lot in the actual Tick token, but
here, I can find it out over on Metamorphosis Chartex. It just kind of wasn't loading for me earlier.
no problem.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. It's okay. We'll certainly follow up to TikTok and later if Odd Peloti becomes a regular in the chat. I don't doubt it. In the meantime, let's see here. I am gonna open the chest in about 30 seconds, guys. You have your warning. In the meantime, I'm gonna introduce the next request and go open that chest. The next one up is skills. Chico Blanco Rado says, look at skill on Pancake Swap, please. All right, gonna go open
Spell
that.
that for me.
SKILL.
Okay. I don't know if I can. Tridex is kind of messed
Tridex
up
is a little messed up. All right, we'll leave Tridex alone for now. Let's go look.
I think I can come off of if I don't use Metamorphosis.
Bro, look
Oh,
up
the Crypto Blades one?
Crypto Blades. You got it. All right, guys, gonna go open that chest in the meantime. Thanks everybody standing by patiently. Lemons are going out. Get your lemons.
Get your lemons. I deserve this.
I would see if I could snag it back towards $40 if at all possible. I agree. It looks good. I mean, we got the break of the downtrend here. 'Tis the season for Binance Smart Chain NFT play to earn related shitcoins, right?
That's for sure.
I mean, that's like several different levels of degeneracy, right? So the fact that we're already there, I love it. Bull market's back on, boys. Yeah, I just don't like this spot. As you can see, we've got some support resistance right in this area. What's that look like on lower time frames for us? Just kind of like, yeah, pull down right to this area. It's a consolidation right here. Resistance. Let's retest that as support. I think it's a much better entry than up here near resistance. Okay, what's next?
All right. Excuse me. There is a look at skill on Pancake Swap for Chico in the live chat. Hey, big congrats to today's D-Live Lemon giveaway winners. Crypto Bull, excuse me, came in first with 121 lemons. David Rice in second with 70 lemons. Congrats to everybody who got their lemons in today. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next request. We are in the closing minutes of the show, guys. Let's knock out a couple more. Nitin Soki on YouTube wants to look at Cardano and AAVE.
Okay. A lot of strength on ADA. Let's see, hold on.
Yeah, ADA looking great.
Arguably, what it did here is it held the weekly trend. Or actually, this is the more parabolic weekly trend it seems to have held. We've got the less parabolic trend here, so I like the strength we're showing here. Let's look at the ADA Bitcoin chart. We seem to be reclaiming the parabolic uptrend here. Broken the downtrend. Got room to keep moving up here. It's interesting. Well, anyway, I wouldn't enter an ADA long here. It's just way too late.
You missed it, kid.
Yeah, I think we can keep moving up. We're above basically all my marked resistance levels except for the all-time high right there. We're even above this resistance level right here. So for right now, there's just no weakness to speak of in ADA, and I like the setup on it, but there's just not much that we can do at this time until we get to kind of pull back and a re-entry signal. What's next? Was ADA and what?
It was ADA and AAVE.
Like a decent continuation signal. I don't know why I had this entire area marked out here before, but it's not helpful anymore. Oh, FYI, we did actually come all the way back down here, didn't we? Didn't we? I called that all the way in February. Just saying. Although my timing was kind of off, and that's it's pretty important. But
That's a big part of it.
yes, but I got the location right. Okay. I mean, I like this continuation signal. I think it's worth taking back towards the highs around $480, $500. Is there any place we can look at more data for the USD? There we go. This is what I want. This makes me happy. So we had this more parabolic trend here, broken in May, like everything else. I just feel like we've got an awful lot of resistance overhead still on AAVE. I really do think I'm targeting 485 for right now, and then we'll see after that. We'll see. So we can just pop, hit our head, and then, you know, really drop here. What if there's, you know, another big drop left here in the markets? Anyway, I like 485, and where IU, that would be where I'd be targeting for right now, I think. What's next?
All right, only got a couple minutes still left to spare. Let's get a couple requests done. RK writes, can you guys talk about your thoughts on the current NFT market? Well, that's a bit of a FA question. Alex, do you have any thoughts on the current NFT markets? Where the space is right now? It's kind of a broad
We're near
question.
market top. It's running really hot. I mean, I've made money off of NFTs flipping them, but that's because it's easy right now because it's a market top. You guys know my thoughts on most of these NFTs. They are they're dressed up tiny URLs. The art is cool. They're not worth tens of thousands of dollars. CryptoPunks are, you know, I mean, things are worth whatever people are willing to pay for them. I'll grant you that, but I mean, come on.
All right.
So yeah, there's not much more to say about it. You know, I don't have any sort of special wisdom to grant you. Like I said, it's just that it's easy right now. Yeah, I'm a trader. I can't wait until NFTs are dead for a while. So then everybody will rush back in and pump my shitcoin bags, which I would much rather be trading shitcoins. Much more liquidity there.
All right, there you have it. RK, Alex, a little apprehensive about NFTs, maybe even at a bit of a top. Right now, the market might be topping on NFTs. There are, well, our very subjective thoughts on NFTs. Thank you, RK, for that one. All right, AB, no, this one's for Poly B. Oh, yes, it's for Poly B. And Poly B wants to look at BAO-FI. BAO. AO. Finance. Bao Finance, or is this another?
Bow. Please stop saying bow. I don't know if we can here. I guess we have to use Chart's dashboard again. I'd probably be looking towards this area for resistance now that we've broken over this one. So I'd be targeting 13 or 14 cents next. Keep an eye on the uptrend. If that breaks, then you're going to want to be out. But for right now, it seems to be holding pretty strong. What's next?
All right, there is Bao. I just happened to learn its top trading pair happens to be on FTX. Figure. All right, and there is a look at Bao for Poly B. Only got a really can only spare a little bit more time, guys. I'm gonna try and get out another request or two. Boris Bitcoin says, can we look at PERP USDT? PERP USDT very quickly.
It's a continuation signal, I think. It has been making new all-time highs, so it could keep doing so. I guess I'm just not super fond of the fact that we're right under resistance. I mean, we do have a break of the downtrend here. Okay, it's a good continuation signal. It's probably worth taking here. We'll look at it later today. Let's see how the day closes. Maybe it'll close above resistance. If it closes above $17, then you definitely want to take it. What's next?
All right, let's go look at AB Gunner's request. He did say he's got a dip, but then I told him we're going to do it next, so he's long enough here to stay. He says, Barnbridge, are we at TP? And if so, what is a good re-entry? Thank you for the TA. Bond.
He had to leave early, but we're going to do it anyways.
When I said that he's next, he said he'd stay.
What did he want to know?
He says, are we at a TP? Although that probably helps if we know where you entered. Let's assume you entered at the bottom. Would you take profit here? And if so, what would be a good re-entry? I guess he's looking to...
Yeah, this would be a good place to take profit. We're right at the point of control. I would probably look for re-entry around 24, 25 bucks, which is this previous resistance. Retested as support. We could also retest $30 up here. I mean, this is not a bad area of liquidity. There, right here. So I think taking profits up in this area is good, and then looking for a retest of the of support. Is there? Maybe. Yeah, I think this kind of makes sense here. What's next?
All right, let's go ahead and look at maybe one more request. Let's go back to this one. Alpha USDT for Boris Bitcoin.
So, are we closing above resistance here? And that's the question.
I think you are. I think that would be safe to take up to 130.
It's probably worth taking here. I mean, it's a full continuation long. We're breaking resistance. I guess just the volume here gives me a little bit of pause, but we could be pulled up towards $1.25 or so. I guess if we close on the other side of $1, that makes sense. Okay, it's like both the psychological level and this level of supply and demand support resistance here. Okay, look at it later. Let's see how the day closes. What's next?
All right, here we go. We're gonna look at one of the last requests of the day. Ali over on YouTube. Alex, can you please take a look at BNB Litecoin for take profit levels and EOS and Ethereum for an entry? All right, what do you mean by BNB Litecoin for take profit? Do you mean BNB USD and a look at Litecoin, or do you mean Litecoin BNB? This one is clear. Litecoin. Let's do Litecoin BNB.
Okay. Bearish divergence. Looks like a broken uptrend. I'd say probably this is a good time to be looking at Litecoin or big Binance coin to outperform Litecoin. Maybe. Yeah, I guess we could, keep dipping here. We do seem to have a broken downtrend, though. What's next?
Okay, here we go. Well, there is your BNB or Litecoin BNB. Finally, he's asking about EOS and Ethereum entries. I think you should look back and check out Alex's analysis of EOS and Ethereum independently. We are almost out of time, Ali. I would love to give those a deeper look, but I think the answers you're looking for are in existing analysis. All right, one of the last ones, if not the last one. CryptoCats on DLive. Can you look at graph? He asks.
Yesterday was really the continuation signal. Today was the follow through.
Yeah.
I would be looking to take profits around 90 cents to $1, somewhere in that range. But, it's up in this area. So yeah, I kind of wouldn't do anything in today. I would maybe look to take profit tomorrow or the day after, and wait to see what happens. The volume up here is still kind of interesting. I mean, I've got it marked out from the past. We'll see what happens there, but I don't know. For right now, this is really $1 is what I'm looking at here as our resistance. What's next?
All right. Well, I think that was the last request of the day, guys. We do got to wrap it up. We've actually run a little longer than I had anticipated. We do have the community mentorship session coming up in about half an hour, guys. We do have to scoot and get ready for that. Very briefly, I'm just going to shout out the remaining requests. I'm sorry we couldn't get to them all today, but if you do come back, we'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday installment. Please do follow and subscribe for that. A new user joined us on DLive as well, Sean's Porter. Never seen you before on DLive. He says, hello, fellow cryptoholics. Indeed, our community certainly is full of traders and crypto addicts. Have reached I think the right spot. Sean's Porter, please do follow, subscribe. You are joining us at the tail end of the show. We are moving to wind things down, but if you do like the content you briefly glimpsed at here in the last couple of minutes,
hey, what happened to Philly Carr's oil request? Did you not do that?
I did not. I thought you would have looked at it in the midst of the main analysis. You wanna?
I wish you would pay a little attention to the analysis I do sometimes.
I certainly would too. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm kind of looking after.
So, bust a move.
For right now, this still feels like we're at resistance. I'm still looking for a move downwards here on Brent crude oil. I do wish you would, especially with something like Brent crude, like specify what you want from the request. For right now, this has been really interesting wick though. Are we really going to break down from here? For right now, until we're back above, $72, $73, I'm bearish. If we can get back above $73, then we'll talk.
All right, a last minute look at oil for Philly Car. Thank you for reminding me of that one, Alex. My apologies for neglecting to put that into the request line. There was a look at oil. Yes, very quick shout outs, of course, to Chico. He's asking if Axie Infinity could be topping. We'll certainly give that question a look on tomorrow's show. Ryan King on YouTube writes, can we take a look at Theta, please? Ryan, sorry we couldn't look at Theta today. Do check back in tomorrow. Get your requests in early, guys. This way we can sort of get them done during the show. But thank you for that late request, Mr. Ryan King. And finally, Orlando Park Phone Fixer says, please take a look at Zcash. Sorry we couldn't look at Zcash today. Same deal. Come back tomorrow, Mr. Orlando Park, and we will give...
Orland Park.
Orland Park? All right, Orland. I'm going to call him Orlando Park. Mr. Orlando Park. Zcash will be...
Orlando Park Phone Fixer.
Yes, Orlando Park Phone Fixer, exactly. We'll give that a look tomorrow. Thank you guys again. It's 2:30. We do have to check out here. We got a mentorship session. It's time to wrap it up, wind it down, etc. Much thanks, everybody. Kicked it with us this Thursday. I gotta go. It's gonna be the Thursday installment coming your way tomorrow, same time. You know where to find us. Final words to the analysts.
Don't be short.
Yep. Things look bullish. Just manage your risk appropriately.
That's it, boys. Check your Google Calendars. You should have an invite if you're qualified for the mentorship session. Just went out now, or the reminder at least did. Peace out, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Yeah, boys. Let's get out of here.